Nguni peoples speak Nguni languages and currently reside predominantly in southern Africa. History. The ancient history of the Nguni people is wrapped up in their oral history. According to legend, they were a people who migrated from the north to the Great Lakes region of subequatorial Central Southeast Africa. They migrated southwards over many centuries, with large herds of Nguni cattle probably entering what is now South Africa around 2,000 years ago in sporadic settlement, followed by larger waves of migration around 1400 CE. Nguni peoples are pastoralist groups, part of the Greater Bantu group occupying much of the east and southern parts of Africa. Some groups split off and settled along the way, while others kept going. Thus, the following settlement pattern formed: the southern Ndebele in the north, the Swazi in the northeast, the Zulu towards the east, and the Xhosa in the south. Owing to the fact that these people had a common origin, their languages and cultures show marked similarities. The Nguni diverged from the Sotho-Tswana and Songa within the past 1,000–2,000 years. At some point along the southward journey, they came in contact with sand hunters, which is why they now produce the click sounds that characterize the languages today. Within the Nguni nations, the clan, based on male ancestry, formed the highest social unit. Each clan was led by a chieftain. Influential men tried to achieve independence by creating their own clan. The power of a chieftain often depended on how well he could hold his clan together. Though in today's history, the Nguni and Ndebele are known to have come from the Zulus, this is partially untrue. The Ndebelese were the first group to separate from the Nguni nation after they had entered the South African borders, and they settled in the Transvaal region from around the 1500s. The remaining Nguni nation moved further south, with those who moved southwest ended calling themselves Xhosas, and those who moved southeast remained calling themselves Ngunis. It was until when Shaka defeated the Ndwanwis, who ran away from southeast coming back northwards, that led to the formation of the Swazis, and the formation of the Zulus by the clans who remained. Dinah Zulu was Shaka's grandmother. Shaka then named the new nation by the name Zulu. Also, the Kumalo clan, being led by Malikazi, that ran away from Shaka, coming towards where the weak Manala Ndebelese were in the present-day Pretoria. The weakening of the Manala Ndebelese was as a result of the separation of the Ndebele nation after almost 2 to 3 centuries of the settlement in the Transvaal region. The separation led to the majority of the nation to go with Nunza and the minority with Manala. The Nunza Ndebele moved north and the Manala Ndebele, who were predominantly composed of women, remained in the present-day Pretoria. When Malikazi arrived, he then killed the Manala Ndebele king, King Silamba, who was ruling, and they settled for a while before moving further north. This established them as a new form of Ndebele. This is also evident from the differences in the north and the southern Ndebele. From about 1800, the rise of the Zulu clan of the Nguni and the consequent Mafeking that accompanied the expansion of the Zulus under Shaka, helped to drive a process of alliance between and consolidation among many of the smaller clans. Many tribes and clans are said to have been forcibly united under Shaka Zulu. Shaka Zulu's political organization was efficient in integrating conquered tribes, partly by the age regiments, where men from different villages bonded with each other. Many versions in the historiography of Southern Africa state that during the Southern African migrations known as Mafeking, the Nguni people spread across a large part of Southern Africa, absorbing, conquering or displacing many other peoples. However, the notion of the Mafeking Difakani has been disputed by some scholars, notably Julian Cobbing. Social organization. Within the Nguni nations, the clan, based on male ancestry, formed the highest social unit. Each clan was led by a chieftain. Influential men tried to achieve independence by creating their own clan. The power of a chieftain often depended on how well he could hold his clan together. From about 1800, the rise of the Zulu clan of the Nguni and the consequent Mafeking that accompanied the expansion of the Zulus under Shaka helped to drive a process of alliance between and consolidation among many of the smaller clans. For example, the Kingdom of Swaziland was formed in the early 19th century by different Nguni groups allying with the Dlamini clan against the threat of external attack. Today, the kingdom encompasses many different clans who speak a Nguni language called Swati and are loyal to the King of Swaziland, who is also the head of the Dlamini clan. Dlamini is a very common clan name among all documented Nguni languages associated with the Bambo cultural identity. Religion. Ngunis may be Christians. Practitioners of African traditional religions are members of forms of Christianity modified with traditional African values. Constituent peoples. The following peoples are Nguni. Notes AB. They are often amalgamated with the Xhosa since the language is Xhosa as well. Original Zunda-speaking groups joined by fleeing populations after and during the Mafeking. Nguni people by ethnicity are found in Malawi, Zambia, Mozambique and Tanzania. In Malawi and Zambia, they speak a mixture of languages of the people they conquered such as Chewa, Nsenga and Tumbuka.